Hello everyone, welcome to interviewbuddies.com. In today's video, we are going to talk about object-oriented programming in Python. So let's dive in. What is object and classes in Python? So in Python, everything is an object and you create object using classes. A class is like a blueprint for creating objects. So on my screen, you can see a sample class called car. It has two functions. First is init and second is display info. So here the name of the class is called as car, and the init is a special method, or you can call it as a constructor that initializes new instance of this class. So here you can see the three variables here. The instance variables are make, model, and year. So here init is initializing them as self.make equal to make, model, and year. And the another function is called as display info, which is taking a self object and that prints the details about the car, like using these variables. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a class in Python. So how do we create instances of this class? So once you have a class, you can create objects using the class name and the instance or the constructor. So for example, I have this main.py class on my right side of the screen, and here I'm saying import car, a car class, import car class, and here I'm saying car1 is the first object where I'm passing Toyota Corolla and 2022, and the second object is again from the car class and I'm passing different values for the constructor. And for both the objects, I'm calling the display info function. So when I run this main class, main.py file, it will print two different values basically for this car class. So Python main.py. So as you can see, the two objects hold two different values or for these instance variables, and it printed accordingly. So this is how you can create an object of a class. And now let's talk about how you can access the attributes and methods of an object using dot notation, right? So you can say, let me open the main.py file. So you can access attributes and methods using the dot notations. For example, in this class, in this main.py, I'm calling the display info function using the dot, right? And I can call directly the values of this instance variables like make, model, and year using these objects. So for example, if I say print car1 dot make and copy it, print to car2 dot year, right? That's how you can print them. So you see the first dot notation, or the first print statement gave me the make, which is Toyota, and second for car2 object, it gave me the year. So that's how you can access it. So there's one more thing called as inheritance, which is like very important and very, like, whenever you talk about object oriented programming, you should know inheritance. So it's a key feature and which allows one class or the child class to inherit attributes and methods from the parent class, right? So how do we implement inheritance? So on my screen, I have this another class called as electric car, which is derived from the main parent class called car. And inside that, I'm going to define a init method. So def init, and here I'm passing the self object, make, model, year, same things that we have in the parent class. And in addition to that, I'm going to pass battery life, right? So now I'm going to call super, which is calling the constructor of the parent class, and I'm saying init and then pass make, model, and year. Okay, that's how I'm initializing the parent class. And here after that I'm saying self dot battery life is equals to battery life. Okay, now another function, display info. So what it will do, will pass the self object again, and then we'll say print basically everything. I'm just going to copy a line here. So we are saying print make, like self.year, make, model, and then add a battery size to it. Okay, so that's how we define the subclass. So how we call this subclass. So let's go back to our main function, and here I'll say EC. This is the object of the electric car, and I'm saying electric car, right? And here I'm saying Tesla. I'm sorry. So here I'm saying Tesla model Y, and then 2024, and then battery life is, let's say 12 hours, right? We haven't defined if it's hour or days, so let's say 12 hours. And then EC dot display info, so it will print everything about it, but this will not work yet because we haven't imported it. So like this import, let's copy it. So from electric car, import electric car. Okay, now let's run this. Now it's saying name car is not defined, which is in the electric car class, and let's fix that. Import car. Okay, let's run it again. Now it's saying no module name car. So from car, import car. Name self is not defined, so there's a mistake here. Electric car object has no attribute called as battery size, so I have copied the wrong line. So as you can see, now we have fixed our code. It's saying that 2024 Tesla Model Y with 12 kilowatt hour battery, with 12 hour battery life. Excuse me. So that's how it is. So it's saying that 2024 Tesla Model Y with 12-hour battery life. So that's how you can create the subclass or the inheritance. So now in this example, our electric car is a subclass which is using the main class called as car, or importing that, and that is the parent, and then it's utilizing, and it's basically adding extra instance variable called as battery life and printing the info about it, right? So that's the basics of the object oriented programming. So you have class objects, you know how to access the attributes and methods, and there's inheritance. The other important parts of OOPS or object oriented programming is encapsulation and polymorphism. So what is encapsulation? It's like building of data and methods that operate on the data in a single unit, which is called as class. What is polymorphism? The ability to use the same method name for different classes, allowing for more flexible and reusable code. So for example, here display info is used inside the electric car as well, and inside the car as well. So same function name, and we have like it's serving different purposes because we have a different object and printing more about info about the subclass, and the same method is printing the info about the main parent class. So that's the example of polymorphism. So that's the basic. It provides, so object oriented programming, in it provides a structured approach to any software development. It promotes code reusability, modularity, and scalability. By understanding class objects, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, etc., you can build complex applications more efficiently and easy to maintain. So that's all for today's video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to hit subscribe button. Thank you very much.